KFAN welcomes some great shows to Treasure Island this year, including Gabriel Iglesias.
No time left for On My Way to Better Things.
On July 31st, Joe Bonamassa.
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
On August 15th, and Snoop Dogg.
Wake up, Maggie, I think this got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back in school. I know what. Oh.
That's on September 5th. Get the complete details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com.
Did any of you know the
keyword calendar?
Did anybody know that last song I was singing?
Yeah, Rod Stewart.
Yeah, very good. Everybody
of course.
knows that one, right?
Halvey doesn't.
What movie
doesn't
is
know
that
The Bodyguard
from?
either. I know Rod.
Corey, you got a connection to Treasure Island. Can you get me Snoop Dogg tickets?
I probably know a guy.
Okay.
I don't know Snoop.
These guys remind me of the Amazing Mets. Remember the 1969 Amazing Mets? They were so terrible the year before, and then they beat the Baltimore Orioles 4-1 in the World Series 1969. One of the most amazing. That's why they called them the Amazing Mets. You guys are really good at what you do.
They won't go away.
No, they won't go away.
No.
We were out to a big lead early.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, they went on a 26-0 run.
Yeah, you're up 34-9.
I've been trying to tell Halvey that for like weeks. Again, this comes down to like 2 or 3 words, and if it swings our way, we win, and if it doesn't, they win. So he promised himself he wouldn't believe, and let's hope he gets that to come to fruition.
Here's a Julio Iglesias song for you. Don't stop believing.
Yeah, you get it. Jack, do you remember the Amazing Mets?
No.
You were not alive for that either?
I don't think so.
Got it.
They were his favorite Mets team, though.
Nice.
Tommy Agee, Don Clendenin, Tom Seaver.
Nice.
I know them all. Long time ago, Ron Swoboda.
It is 44-35. Common and Corey Cove, the 2 seed with the lead over the number 6 seed, Zach Halverson and Kevin Paulness. If you want to watch the second half of Program Password, you can do so right now at KFAN.com/watch. At Josh Van Klomp messaged, "Is this American Idol?" We've had 2 people singing thus far.
I hope not.
No.
All right, 44-35. Common and Cove with the lead. Common and Fullness. It's your turn on the iPad, please. The password is screen. Fullness.
Nothing.
No, you don't have it? I see it on my side. Maybe you need like a refresh or something?
Where's the refresher? There's it.
It won't work. It doesn't.
Can Zach fix it without looking at the word?
I can try here. Hold on.
Oh, we got it now.
You see it now?
I guess so.
Yep.
Okay. All right, flip that over, Kevin. Thank you. Kevin, you're down 9. Options on you. Do you want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Fullness and Halvey for 10.
Window.
Wall.
Common and Cove for 9.
Cover.
Curtain.
Fullness and Halvey for 8.
Invisible.
Screen.
I thought for sure you'd say glass. Wow.
Yeah. Well, then I should have said mesh.
Oh, there you go.
And that's what I was going to go with after that. I didn't think he would get it on this. So I
Got
thought
that off of Invisible? Interesting.
Damn.
You got it.
Those darn invisible screens.
Well, they're supposed to be.
The cover thing was what got, and yeah, so good comment, and kind of.
Oh, jeez.
How about?
Way to go, Kevin.
Good job. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Opponent.
These 2 finally learned just to listen to the other guy's clues. That's how you win at this game. We got a 1-point game.
Yes,
44-43. Common and Cove clinging to the 1-point lead. Cove and Zach, take a look at the iPad. The password is root. All right, Zach, you can take the lead. Once again, you're down a point. You have the option. Do you want to go first or second?
We will go second.
All right, Cove and Common for 10.
Barks.
Howells.
Halby and Fallness for 9 in the lead.
Beer.
Root.
Yeah, I also didn't know how to throw that because I'm like, how do I get this on one?
I couldn't.
It was a perfect pass.
Barks is a great crew, though. That's
Damned.
It's also a great ripper.
I don't think if I would have gone square, like square root, I don't think that's going to get there. What the hell do you do to get that on one word? Good pass, Zachary.
I don't know, but we have an upset alert. The number 6 seed,
All right.
Zach Halverson and Kevin Fallness with the lead 52-44. We've never had a 6 seed get to the championship game.
What's the score?
not even close.
52-44.
So much. So
Common and Fallness. Take a look at the iPad. The password is tickle. All right, Common. Options on you. You're down 8. You can regain that lead, though. What do you want to do here? You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, to regain the lead, Common and Cove for 10.
Alamo.
Oh, man.
Tickle. You got it.
What? How in the... What does that mean?
Tickle me Elmo.
I got
I
thanks.
heard Alamo.
Me too.
Yeah.
How did you? What?
Yeah. I can't believe that.
Gosh dang it, Corey! Why?
What? That was ridiculous. That's the swing you're talking about.
That's.
I heard Alamo.
I almost
thought,
didn't say it.
What are you talking about?
What was going through your mind there, Corey? What were all the words?
I'm like, it wouldn't be Muppet, Sesame Street. I'm like, Sesame, maybe. I just was trying to figure out anything else, and then I panicked and went with the Tickle Me Elmo angle.
Went with your instinct.
Very lucky.
Unbelievable.
And
That was
Common
great.
and Cove have regained the lead. It's 54-52. Cove and Zacho. Take a look at the iPad. The password is trail. All right, Halby, you can regain the lead. You have the option. You're down 2. Do you want to go first or second?
Let's go
5 seconds.
first.
All right, to regain the lead, Halby and Fallness for 10.
Walking.
Boot.
Cove and Common for 9.
Oregon.
Trail.
Yes.
I should have gone
Yes,
with
how can you
Oregon.
miss it?
That's my bad. I should have gone second.
I didn't know if Common would know the Oregon Trail.
Well, he knows the actual Oregon Trail, even if he doesn't know the game.
But like our generation of the video game, yeah.
Sure.
Well, I've actually, believe it or not, even though a high school dropout, I learned about the Oregon Trail in school. I'm aware of it, thanks.
Did you actually play the game on the old Apple computer?
Yeah,
That's what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, Oregon Trail.
11-point lead for Common and Cove. They are 17 away from a victory. They have 63. Halby and Fallness, you're 28 away from a win. You're at 52. Common and Fallness, take a look at the iPad. The password is round. All right, Fallness, down 11 points. Pivotal moment in the game here. You have the option. Do you want to go first or second?
Second.
That was very quick. Common and Cove for 10.
Banana.
Peel.
Fallness and Halby for 9.
Circumference.
Pie.
Common and Cove for 8.
Orange.
Round.
But yes.
You thought you were going to do me that second
Banana.
one thing. Yeah, I wasn't going to play your
I
game
thought
again.
around. That was a good one.
I wasn't going to
I knew you were tanking the banana, but then
I
when you
did
went
too.
with orange, I'm like, you're going to throw Corey off with it, all the fruits.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking basketball. I was actually going to say basketball because it's round. But
Here's where we're at. Common and Corey, you're now at 71 points. So any correct answer, 9 or more, You are victorious.
Run, Fallness.
Oh, there it is. There's the white flag. Oh, it's over.
The concession speech.
Elmo turned this whole thing around.
That was sick.
Halvey and Fallness, you're at 52. You're still in this game. Just 28 points. You can take a run of 3 in a row here. Corey and Halvey, take a look at the iPad. The password is CARE. All right, Halvey, it's not over yet. You're down 19. You're still in this game. You have the option. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Halvey and Fallness for 10.
Health.
Sick.
Cove and Common for 9 and the win.
Urgent.
Care.
They win.
Yeah.
I was trying for the lead, not the opposite.
Yeah, gotcha.
We're coming for you, Marty and Bob.
Common, for the first time ever, you're in the Program Password Invitational Championship.
Elmo. Sure, Elmo.
I got a lot of people to thank.
Oh, don't do this. This is like when Wemby cried after the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, right, there you go. Yeah.
No tears until it's over.
Yeah.
I should have congratulated you a while ago on your win, like Ant. After Elmo.
Yeah, Did you respond to health with sick?
Well, I thought he was doing the opposite thing.
Yeah. We got to work on our inflections.
I heard an inflection.
I mean,
Zach, I don't think you're capable of an inflection.
It's over. You know, the game's over.
Yeah, but there's always next year.
Okay.
Wait, if you get, it is an invitational.
It's an invitational.
You may not get invited.
Yeah,
you never
you might
know.
not get invited.
Yeah. So there might not be a next year. I'm not suggesting you shouldn't be invited. I don't pass out the invitations. The committee does.
I mean, we were the Cinderella story of the...
You were. No, there's...
So you guys have fun, and we got the semi formality next week to,
you did get out of the first round. That's better than White Bear Lake hockey.
Ouch.
That's true.
Oh, we're piling on.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
So have fun with Barb and Marnie.
Yeah,
They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to beat. Very,
just
very
missing
tough.
meat sauce and
For sure.
Oh, 100%.
Barb and Marty in the finals, and it's going to be a tough battle.
It should be very
We got the
good.
semi-formality next Thursday.
Yeah.
Just get through it. Just I have to do it. Can't just...
So disappointing.
Yeah. But
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Thank you
That
very
was
much.
fun.
Very good.
Nice job, Brandon.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Betts' line was 23.5.
I mean, he just knows what he's doing.
Was it 80-57?
80 to 52.
Oh, 52. Damn it.
Still pretty close.
Very
Hey, I
good.
only got
36-0 run to end the game for Common and Cove.
Maestro, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we will see
will.
you soon. See
Corey-
the old ship, as they like to say.
Corey Cove, Kevin Fallness, and Helby will come back. Darkstar Memorial Hours next year on The Fan.
Hey, The Fan has your chance to win $2,500. Just enter the keyword birthday at KFAN.com now. The keyword is birthday. Enter now at KFAN.com.
And now, there's valet parking.
Pull up in front of... Here's how it works. In the real world, just so everybody knows. Pull up, you give the guy $20, you tell him, take good care of it, it's the only one I've got. When you come out, there'll be 2 guys holding the doors open for you and whoever you may be with. Slip the kid $5 and off you go. A lot of people say, it's $25 and you didn't get anything for it. It's $25 and I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Are you going out to tip the light fandango and have a couple of cocktails? If you pitch and play defense, you put your team in a position to win the baseball game. No. You're not getting off this easy. The 5-iron might as well be a pitchfork. You need to raise your standards a little bit, son. I wasn't really listening. I was just waiting to talk. Always a plus. I don't care. Incredible.
I like the one about you don't want to have fun, don't come here, somebody says. It's really good. We miss them. It's a Darkstar Memorial Hour, and we have one for you today. reads as follows. Lost a buddy, Todd Williams, last week after a lengthy battle with a number of different health issues. But he battled hard right to the end, much like he would battle his way through 18 holes of golf over the years in our countless matches. Todd grew up in St. Louis Park, and over the years we played many, many rounds of golf, mostly at Burl Oaks, where he was a member. Many fond memories of hole number 2 at Dogleg Left, which heard many curse words from our friendly foursome. Todd moved to Delano a number of years ago to raise his kids, Hogan and Hannah. In the process, he became a coach and mentor to many in the Delano area, especially coaching youth sports with an emphasis on youth hockey, and had a profound impact on all who knew him as Coach Todd. Todd's funeral is Saturday morning in Delano, when for now we will say goodbye, but we will see him every time we put a tee in the ground and think back to our many favorite memories together. Please tell Dark to watch over Toddy for all of his friends and family, and if he tees it up with him, make sure Dark doesn't venture in front of his shot. You could never be 100% sure where it was going. Thanks, Common, and we love you, Todd. And there's your Dark Star Memorial for today. Hole number 2. You ever play Burl Oaks, Tennant?
I don't know if we did or not. I feel like I was there one time. Remember you used to, like, back in the early video website days, or for KFAN.com, you'd go to like a golf course and go through all the holes and stuff.
Okay.
On video. I feel like we shot out there, but I did not play. But maybe I'm wrong.
Number 2, they're redoing the golf course out there. I don't know if they've completed it yet. I know it's going to be completed this year. I'm not sure if it's like a lot of courses, they've gone through a major renovation. But number 5, the one that is mentioned here in the Dark Star Memorial, it's one of those where unless you are absolutely positive you can hit a nice big draw around the corner, you don't want to hit driver. And it's so tempting because, I mean, there's a lot of rough out to the right, and then it runs into a wetlands area in a wooded area. But if the rough is always thick on that side, and if you do not hit it, if you do not hit a draw and hit it straight, 2 things will happen. You're in the thick rough, or it goes out of play. So I can see why there were many curse words on that hole. And I think they're changing that. What I was told was it will no longer be a dogleg anymore. As a matter of fact, I think what you'll do is you'll come off the first green, and then it's just going to be a straightaway hole. They're taking away the dogleg. But that's the place. And I don't know how many courses in the Twin Cities do it, and I don't know if Burl Oaks still does. But I think I tweeted out a couple of times because Burl Oaks guy, I've played out there. Once a year he has me out there to play golf. And they have those little electric scooters that you use as a golf cart. It's a personal golf cart, but it's actually like a motorcycle. It's like an electric bike. And you put your bag on it, and it's fun. I mean, here's what it does. It goes faster than a golf cart. You have to be careful, because especially if it's wet out. But it's faster than a golf cart. And there are no restrictions. You can drive it. You don't drive it onto the green, but you can drive it right up to the green because it's lightweight. It won't like mat down the grass. You can pull it right up to the tee boxes. And for me,
can you drive in the woods? That's what I want to know.
Well, you be very careful if you do that. Watch out for wood ticks and watch out for branches swatting you in the face as you're zipping past. But what I like, it would take my mind off the golf. You know, sometimes, do you ever over-focus playing golf, tend to be where you think too much, right? Left arm straight, make a big turn, and then you just hit a bad shot. Anyways, sure. I'm just thinking about driving on the motorcycle. I'm just thinking I can't wait to get back on and take a spin around the golf course. So, but yeah, Burl Oaks is a great golf course, and we shall return someday. I thought I was going to be talking about a loss during this segment. I really did. I will tell you once again, this has happened to me before, playing Program Password, where you miss an obvious clue, or you give a bad clue, or the gym one just infuriated me. That's why I went banana the next time. I just went with something that was completely not even close to what it was, because the word was locker. So they pass, and I go, Jim. And then, as Corey said, I was thinking, Jim Neighbors, Jim who, whatever he's thinking.
Yeah, there's lots of...
And then, so he thinks, and then all of a sudden, Fallness just goes, storage. Gym storage. That would be a locker. And I'm just saying, why did I do that?
Just gave him a layup, yeah.
Why would I do that? That's just like that was like the Vikings defense in the 2000 NFC Championship game. I was a chair. I just offered no resistance at all. None. Zero. And they thought I said Alamo. Did you think I said Alamo?
For which one?
When I went Alamo.
No, I knew where you're going with it.
You knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was, the first thing was tickle. And I was going to say.
That was the word, yeah.
Yeah, the word was tickle. And I wanted to say PA, but that's 2 letters, not a word. Because he likes to tickle people's sides. But I thought they were going to win. I really did. I've said this to you before, or maybe I haven't, but when you're playing it's like, speaking of Dark Start, can you play the Liriano soundbite? Are they hard to find, or can you just go right to it?
I'm on the button bar.
Okay. Here's Dark Start.
Hold on. Where is it? There it is.
And you go to Liriano on day 5, and if he's got it, you're in good shape. If he doesn't have it, get the women and children out of the first 5 rows in left field.
So sometimes I'm like Liriano when I have it in program password. You can just feel it. It's just, I can't explain it. The words come naturally to you. Your clues, the clues that are given to you, you just find the word. There are other times where it's just a struggle. And today I was walking that fine line. I used to work the saxophone. And I play Just What I Feel. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. And I thought it was going to fall off in a moment. I thought they were going to win. Did you have, you're arbiter of the game. You're the MC, and you have no vested interest in it, and you're focused on your role in program password, which is a very important role. Without you, we could not do it. But do you ever get the feeling like, this team's in trouble, or this team's not any good? Did you ever think that there was an upset in the making, or did you?
Well, sure. They were, a lot of times with this game, right? If you are competent, even when you're trailing, you can still get back into games because you have, you're controlling the game.
Right.
You have the option every single time. So you can control, as long as you play it the right way, like you can easily get back into all these games. So yeah, I thought there was a chance at any moment.
The risk of, I thought the turning point was, they thought it was Elmo, which I think could be, but I thought it was when the word was round. And
yeah,
he went with.
Well, you went with banana first. That was the one you threw him off.
Oh yeah, he passed, and so I just went with banana. Then he went with circumference. Then I went with orange. Like you said, that could have been. He could still be thinking fruit. He could have said watermelon. I don't know.
Sure.
But when he said, but see, Cove is good at the game.
Oh, he's very good.
He's really good at that.
I think he's the best at analyzing a clue that's been being given.
And that's what he did. So he dismissed banana, obviously, and then went immediately to, because then I was thinking, when he said circumference, I was going to say shape, but then that doesn't mean anything because he'd go shape banana. Yeah. He might go oblong, So, there's the danger of that is you can throw off the entire game that way, right?
Sure.
But I'd rather throw off the entire game and nobody get any points than to just give them a 9-pointer like that, which could have spelled the end. So,
you almost need to and this would take preparation out of you and Corey ahead of time, which I know is a struggle for you.
Huh?
Because I do think tanking that first word is a strategy that should be used more often, especially on some of these that are clearly 9-point clues. They're the second clue.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way that you can be like, hey, when I say a word in this voice at the beginning, that's a throwaway. So, because my fear when you say banana is, well, when it comes back to you at the 8-point level, he's still thinking, why is banana compared to orange and right?
Right.
It can throw you off.
Yes, it can.
But if you let them know ahead of time in a certain way, hey, that was a tank clue, then they just can discard it.
Here's one from Kyle and Isanti who says, going back to the Oregon Trail, he says, Common Man actually traveled the Oregon Trail, and the game is based on his life. I did go through, there were some ruts. There was some highs and there were some lows on the Oregon Trail, and they certainly were in. So there was a game called the Oregon Trail in video game or something?
So literally for my like age group generation. I'm 46.
Okay.
Cove is the same, graduated the same year I did.
Okay.
When we were in elementary school, like Oregon Trail was basically like the first game you could play on a computer. So you'd go to school and like I feel like I was playing it when I was like kindergarten, first grade.
Okay.
Second grade, third grade, around that age range. And so, there was video games still weren't, you still had like Atari. Nintendo might have just started, but in terms of playing on a computer, which even that was pretty new to us, Oregon Trail was the big game.
Well, I remember the very first video game that I remember, and I think it was the very first, was called Pong.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? That was an Atari one where you would just bounce a little ball back and forth and it would go faster and faster. And then Pac-Man became a big thing. And then Ms. Pac-Man. I'm sure we had the Ms. Pac-Man machine here. The other one for me, he said Barks.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought, I wasn't thinking of the root beer, the drink. I was thinking a dog barking. So if he barks, he howls, he growls. And then what clue did they give and get it right away after barks? Do you remember what
I think Helly just said beer.
Oh, right.
But that's the other thing, like how many root beers are out there? You can't say A and W.
No. Dad's.
But then you're still thinking.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Moms. Because Dad's is my favorite root beer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was a big Dad's root beer guy.
I like 1919.
Remember I remember when we were broadcasting live from the fan before we got the big palatial estate at Carousel Park, we had just a lean-to on the sidewalk right down, half a block from 1919 root beer stand. They would bring us root beer floats, as many as we wanted. I'd have about 3 or 4 a show.
For digital, I want to do a root beer taste test. You know how Helby had all the different sodas? And let's get like 5 root beers lined up, and you got a blind taste test.
I like it. There's plenty of ideas. Let's do this. It's Friday. It's the final segment. We've had another winning week, believe it or not. And so we're going to do
We're coming.
We're going to do what we call it's the kneel down hour. It's the victory formation. We'll do that next here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Join Nordo and KFAN for a Team USA watch party tonight at B52s in Inver Grove Heights. Catch USA versus Paraguay kicking off at 8 p.m. with games, prizes, and drink specials, all while rooting for the red, white, and blue. We'll see you at B52 Burgers and Brew tonight in Inver Grove Heights.
You can hear me better if I turn my microphone on because it's basically the same as 2 tin cans in a string. Remember when you were... Well, we're from different generations, so maybe this wasn't part of yours. I remember when they first came up with walkie-talkies, for kids, you could buy them at the store. I was just amazed that, like, my buddy could be, 50, 100 yards away. You could talk into a little walkie-talkie and he could hear you. It was the greatest thing ever. Why did I just bring that up? What were we talking about?
No idea. We weren't talking about anything because we just came out of break and I did the vibe.
Was there something in the vibe that made... No, that was the...
B52, soccer, red, white, and blue.
That wouldn't have anything to do with it. Okay. Here's a text message that came into the Bradshaw Brian KFAN text line. It's from the former head golf professional at Burl Oaks. He said, Tenna played with you, with Tommy, and me once at Burl Oaks. So that's right.
Okay.
You and me, head pro, and so you were there. I didn't remember, and we may have did.
Well, I think we did the video stuff, but maybe we played along with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just didn't even remember you being there. When you first said we did a bit out there, I was thinking, wait, you think I've lost my mind? I was thinking Tenneby's lost his mind. He's thinking some other golf course, but you're still sharp as a tack. So good for you.
Because it's out by Windsong, correct?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. It's out by Windsong Farm. Another text message says, I think Tenna needs to introduce an anti-tanking rule like the NBA. Since Common tanked with the word banana, give the other team the points that were up.
You flopped.
I did.
Do we have a flopping problem in program password?
But maybe I could just deny it, right? I could say, well, no, I was saying banana because I wanted him then to say another fruit, and then I would come back to circumference.
I thought you were going to reference ground round when you needed to set up round. given your history with ground round.
Yeah, that would, now again, if I'd said ground, is that just a rhyme? Because do ground rounds even exist anymore? I mean,
I don't know, but they need to come back.
Somebody would have had to have challenged that. Let's say I would have said ground and he said round. Okay? And they challenged it. They said that's a rhyming
I would
word.
have accepted it because it was a restaurant.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I loved ground round. We also need to bring back Fuddruckers. If we can get those back here in the state of Minnesota, that would be much appreciated.
Ground round is near and dear to my heart. It was I was the first, and I use the word personality very loosely. It was the first personality to, like Nordo tonight is hosting the watch party at B-52s in Inver Grove Heights. I hosted Monday night football games, as Mark Rosen would say, Monday night football. How many people, when Mark Rosen goes Monday night football, know he's doing an impression of Howard Cosell? If you'll remember, there was a statistic that 67% of New Yorkers were not alive the last time the New York Knickerbockers won an NBA title. That was 1973. How many people, it tend to be in our listening audience, if you go Monday night football, have any idea that's an impression of Howard
30%.
Cosell? You think 30? I think that might be a bit high, but I'd say, somewhere between 20 and 30%. I did appearances on Monday Night Football at the Ground Round. This is when I was working the Chad Barrero show, and so there was one in Brooklyn Center. There was, I think, maybe a half a dozen, maybe 6, 7 ground rounds in the Twin Cities. And somebody called up and said, "Hey, I hear Common's doing ground rounds." And Chad Barrero go, "Yeah." They go, "Well, there's one in Mankato and there's one in St. Cloud too. So when is he going to come to those?" And then, of course, Chad Barrero right away go, "Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, Common. Why don't you go to those ground rounds?" And then, of course, Ground Round caught wind of it, thought it was a great idea. And instead of just taking my car and driving to a ground round and then going home after the game, I had to get on a bus with like 40, 50 idiots and then come back with 40 drunken idiots. But it was fun. But and plus it just made me extra money, so it was okay too. So I've been to the ground round many times. This story, you alerted this to me yesterday, but we never did get to it. Doug Ferguson writes, golf for the Associated Press, says Phil Mickelson has been kicked out of a San Diego golf club over allegations he made unwanted physical contact with a female employee. This is Golf Digest reporting it, so Ferguson's just doing a follow-up. Golf Digest cited multiple sources as saying Mickelson is no longer welcome at the Farms Golf Club in Rancho Santa Fe, California, where the 6-time major champion has played and practiced for decades. The unwanted contact was said to have happened earlier this spring. Mickelson, the chief recruiter in the launching of Live Golf, has only played once this year because of a serious family health matter that has not been disclosed. He did not play the Masters and PGA Championship and is no longer exempt for the U.S. Open. Golf Digest said it verified the identity of the Farms employee and was withholding her name to protect her privacy. It said she declined to participate in the reporting of the story. A spokesperson for Mickelson told Golf Digest any misunderstanding has been cleared up. Phil continues to attend a family health matter and is uncertain when he will be able to return to professional golf. Golf Digest cited sources in reporting Mickelson approached the woman in the clubhouse and made non-consensual and inappropriate physical contact with her. The woman rejected his advances and reported it to her supervisors. Officials at the Farms reviewed and investigated. Golf Digest reported and then confronted Mickelson on the course. Mickelson was told to leave the premises. The Farm said in a statement to Golf Digest, following a staff member report, a member misconduct, the club provided immediate and ongoing support to the staff member, conducted a thorough independent investigation of the incident, and took decisive action. This individual is no longer a member of the Farms Golf Club. To protect the safety and privacy of our staff and member, we are unable to speak further on that matter. Golf Digest cited multiple sources in confirming the member was Mickelson. There are those I've seen that are suggesting that maybe there really isn't a health matter. there's not a family health matter, that this is a family matter, and that it's not going well in the Mickelson household, and so he's just decided to get out of the limelight. I have no idea. I mean, I guess anything is a possibility. What's the name of that golf course again, Tenemy? Farms Golf Farm Club. Let's see what it says. The Farms Golf Club. Here's what it says about it, Tenemy. An exclusive year-round private golf club near San Diego. Few courses in the world have a mystique surrounding them. To understand ours, it must be played. A mystique. And to understand the mystique, Tenemy, you must play it. I'd love to understand. I'd like to unravel that puzzle. I'd like to take a shot at it. What do you think you and I go to the Farms Golf Club at Rancho Santa Fe and play it and see if that we can understand that? Because the only way you can understand it is if you play it.
If you're on the course.
Our course has been named one of the top 50 clubs in the U.S. with the best players. So it's kind of a players kind of a club, right? Who are some of these other players? Membership at the Farms Golf Club. Discover an exclusive yet inviting private golf club nestled in Rancho Santa Fe, California, just 30 minutes from downtown San Diego. Becoming a member at the Farms is an opportunity like no other, whether you're refining your skills for competition or enjoying the game for leisure. Our meticulously maintained and dynamic course offers a unique experience every round. Join a community that shares your passion for golf and the pursuit of excellence. Membership is available by invitation only. So you can't just call up and say, hey, I'd like to be a member of the Farms at Santa Fe. It's like I have to be a member, and then say, my friend Tenemy would like to be a member here, and I am sort of sponsoring him. And then you have to have people. Think about that. You can't just say you want to join. It's that hoity-toity. I don't know. They have the number. They have the phone number for the membership director if you want members. I do know this. If some courses don't have any openings, right? Some private clubs they'll have like maybe anywhere from 300 to 325 memberships playing, and then there are some social ones. Like Rosen has now at Golden Valley. He had a golfer membership for a while. Remember, he was going to start playing golf, and then he played 9 holes and decided he didn't want to play golf. But I think he still has a social membership, so he can wine and dine there, have swordfish, and do whatever he wants. I don't know if the Farms are sold out, but apparently they do have one opening now because if Phil's no longer wanted, so there is a spot at the Farms, Tenemy.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
if Phil just wants to donate it to me.
Yeah. The original course was designed by Pete, Alice, and Perry Dye. So Pete Dye is a golf course designer of ill repute, and you could describe his courses as diabolical. Thank you. You can give me a rim shot for that. It sounds like Alice, I don't know, go ask Alice, is that his wife? Is she in on the design crew now? And then Perry, is that a son? I don't know. Maybe it's a son and a daughter. But then it was renovated some years later by John Fote and Tommy Lehman. So Minnesota's own Tom Lehman has had a hand in the golf course, tend to be along with John Fote. John Fote helped Lehman here in the Twin Cities. I think Fote was involved. I know for sure he was involved in the Summerby golf course down in near Rochester. That's a Lehman course. I don't know if he was involved. He's been the architect. That a lot of these PGA Tour pros get into the architecture business, but they really have an architect that knows the technicalities of what really it takes to art. Like Ben Crenshaw has Bill Coor, Tom Weisskopf had Jay Moorish.
It's kind of like Steph Curry is like an executive producer for like a movie or television show, but he's he doesn't know the ins and outs.
Right, exactly, and so. They were doing a soft re-grand opening or something down at Summerby, and as the official, unofficial ambassador to Minnesota Golf, I was invited. This is 15 years ago. And it was just 9 holes. It was me, 3 others, and John Fote, the architect. John Fote also, I believe, won the 1969 United States Amateur or the NCAA champion. Can you look up John Fote? F-O, it's like fought. I fought the law and the law run. F-O-U-G-H-T. John Fote. It should say in there in his bio, his Wikipedia page, I think he was the United States Amateur champion in like 1969. Tell me if you see that anywhere in there.
He won the 77 U.S. Amateur.
77 U.S. Amateur. So I'm in the group with him, and I'm thinking now, unbeknownst to him, much like when I blindsided Wes Walls and didn't tell him I was keeping track of the score to see if I could beat him, and then after I bested him by a couple of strokes, we announced it on the air, and we said I was a better athlete than Walls. Then, of course, the phone rang off the hook. He had his buddies calling him saying, Common's dogging you, man. He said he beat you out on the golf course, and then Walls said, I didn't know we were playing a competition. I thought we were just playing for fun. Let's play again. So I decided, well, how would I fare against the United States Amateur champion? Now, I didn't say, John, I want to see how good you really are. It's me against you, buddy boy. So it was a casual round of golf. We both shot 41 on the front 9 at Summerby. I tied a former United States
above average at that.
amateur champion. You can't argue. We played the same tees. No mulligans. No strokes. Just straight up. And we tied. These architects, too, they got egos. Like I said to them, I go, John, thanks for having us out. And, I don't know a lot about architecture, but I'm fascinated by golf courses and such like that. I just wonder if I could pick your brain. He was like me on a golf course. He didn't stop talking for 2.5 hours, pointing out everything. Because they're like, my vision here. And then he would point at this, and he's doing this, and he's explaining everything he's doing. It's pretty cool. Speaking of Lehman, so anytime they do a golf course, he'll appear at a grand opening, right? So the first one that I remember he did was at Troy Byrne Golf Course. In the grand opening, it was, who Steve Stricker is? You've heard the name.
Oh, yeah.
PGA Tour Pro. He's from Wisconsin. So the two of them played golf 18 holes from 1 through 18. They weren't having like a match against each other. They were just playing the golf course. I think there were close to 2,000 spectators out there following him around. The next time he did one was up at Greystone, up in Sauk Center, and I was there for that. The owner and his son, Tom Lehman, and me played the first hole. And that one, Lehman would just play one hole with 3 different people. And so the first hole, it was me and the owner's son played with Lehman. The last time Lehman did that was down at Summerby, and he was playing on the Legends Tour, I think, at the time. Or maybe it could have still been a regular tour event. He comes in by helicopter because it was on a Saturday. And so he had been playing, and then he flew in. And so it was like this grand entrance where all of a sudden there's this helicopter and everybody's staring up at it and your hair is blowing in the wind. And I'm not going to embellish it and say he came walking down on a rope ladder, right? But he landed, and then he was at a par 3, and there's every group that would come by, he would play one hole with the people. So we did it 3 different ways. And I asked his brother Jim one time why he did it. He said the reason he doesn't like to do the one where you play 18 holes, he goes, because he's probably just going to shoot around even par, maybe a shot or 2 over. And then people are going to go, well, I thought he was supposed to be really good. And what the people don't understand, to shoot 65 at a 7,000-yard plus golf course in difficult conditions, you got to be laser focused. You can't just be with your buddy Steve Stricker at a grand open. You can't duplicate that, right? So, but that was fun. But the helicopter thing was the best. It's on a Saturday afternoon. He came helicoptering in. I think Nordo's doing that tonight at B52. He's helicoptering in. You should join him there. It's over in Indian Grove Heights. It's for a watch party, United States Soccer. Tend to be, you probably, I don't think you're a soccer aficionado, but I think you're probably more well-versed than I am. The United States men have never really been any good. The women have, right?
Yes.
But the men have never really been. No. I'm not saying they're terrible, but they're just, they're not.
I think compared to USA sports standards, I do think they've been terrible.
Yeah, okay.
We have pretty high expectations for all of our when we get in the Olympics, whatever, winter, summer, whatever the event, we aim to succeed. So, yeah, I don't think they've been very good.
So, and we're not like some kind of, these guys might have a chance, right? We don't have that, right? I don't think. I just don't think we've got that. I mean, I don't know what the odds are, but I would think.
I couldn't break down the USA men's soccer team.
What would you say?
I'll watch tonight. I'm trying to find. I'm looking at the men's top 50 FIFA rankings as we speak. USA 17. They're probably not going to win the whole thing, but
yeah, I don't think they'll win the whole thing. But 17, I would think. They always talked about, well,
Paraguay's 41, so we should win tonight.
This would probably need a bit more time to flesh through, but I don't really even care that much. But I want to ask you, I'm assuming, though, the United States has made strides over the years, because let's just face it, soccer's not the national sport here. The national pastime forever was baseball. I think it's football. Now there's more interest in, I think overall, right? Overall, there's more interest in the United States in football, baseball, hockey, basketball than there is in soccer, right? But that's changing, and that's part of the reason why in many of these other countries, soccer is and always has been the only sport that really matters, right? Everybody plays it, so that's why it's more important. That's why they develop players, because they start much sooner and their skill levels are just better, I think. And I think the United States has caught up, or is catching up in that regard, but they're certainly not on that level again. So I don't know how does a pool play? Is that one team comes out of the pool play, or the two teams? Do you have any? I don't know. But like in hockey, if you play, you ever seen a pool play? Like I'm sure it's similar to the Olympics. Does just one team come out of the pool?
Well, Olympic hockey is way different, because 8 teams were getting to the knockout round.
All right. So, we wish them the best of luck. And we wish, if you want to...
I think I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to tune in tonight. No NBA, no NHL tonight, so...
And Nordo in Edinburgh Grove Heights at B52s. Debbie, thanks for having me.
Hey, great job.
And you as well. You did a really bang-up job, particularly on Program Password. We thank you for that. Maybe your best 5-3-4 ever, too. We enjoyed a visit with you today. We always do. We'll be back on Monday at 12 noon. But stick around. Big Ticket, Dan Barrero and JG, the Tasteless Box of Mashed Potatoes. They're next right here in the field.